Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Real Talk Live with wArnette D. Love. Listen, I know I'm a day late and maybe perhaps $1 short, but I told you I was coming today, and here I am. I have been so busy with the holidays and celebrating. Everybody's calling me out to celebrate with them, and I am doing my best to accommodate everybody. And I normally do not celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that, New Year's. I don't really do it. I don't go hard in doing that, but this year has certainly been an exception. People have been calling on me left and right, asking me to come to their different events, and I'm so grateful. I'm having a joyous time. But, I just don't want to get mixed up in the commercialism of the holiday, of the season, the reason for the season. So I try not to, go overboard with anything, because I want to celebrate Christmas for what I believe Christmas is for. You don't have to believe what it's for. I believe what I believe, and I think that if we do that, we respect what people believe, we'll be just fine, okay? If you let me believe what I want to believe in, and you believe in what you want to believe in, and I respect you, and you respect me, I think we can make this world a better place. But that is not why I came to talk to y'all on this night. This night, I want to talk about offenders, people who offend you, and then want to tell you how long of a forgiveness process you should have. You don't get to tell people that they need to get over something. That is not your place. You don't get to do stuff to me or anyone else and then tell them you need to be over that by now. No, you don't get to do that. And people who does that be killing me. People who do that kills me. Why do you think that you should be able to tell somebody what time or how long they should get over that? Listen, we all know, those of us who study the word, we know that we're not supposed to go to sleep on, any issues. We're supposed to go to our brother. If that doesn't work, you take somebody with you and go to them again. And then, we're not supposed to hold on to the past. We're supposed to forget the past. But listen, we are human. The flesh is weak, and it is what it is. And I can't even talk about, how easy it is, because it's not easy for me to just forget about being offended. It's not easy for me to forget what you've done to me. It may be a year later, and I might think of something, whereas especially if you think I'm supposed to show you loyalty and you show me none. Okay? That brings it all back. You want me to be loyal to you. Were you loyal to me? My thing is, whenever you expect loyalty from me, ask yourself, had I always been loyal to her? And if your answer is no, I'm going to need you to have several seats, because I really have a choice. I really have no obligation at all to be loyal to you, okay? And so, but people be killing me. I'm talking to somebody and they telling me, well, that's in the past. That's in the past for you. You don't get to tell me what's in the past for me. Okay? You don't get to tell me. And I don't really care what you think about it. I really don't. Because, people kills me thinking that they can treat people any kind of way. You do not get to treat people any kind of way and think they're going to come out and start kissing up to you and buttercup and loving all on you and kissing. No, you don't get to treat people any kind of way. When I forgive people, I make a conscious effort to forgive people. I make a conscious effort to try to forget about what they did to me. I make a conscious effort to forget the lies and to forget the actions that were done wrong to me. And I can tell you, honestly, if I did anything to you, it's probably because you did it to me first. I'm just going to be honest with you. It doesn't make it right, because I don't really care enough to come at you for anything. That's not my demeanor, to try to put people down, to try to hold them down, to hold them back and not lift them up. That's not me. So if I've done anything, I promise you, it's gotten to a point where I just really don't care about how you feel about anything. And that's because you have done something to me. I promise you that that's what happened. Because I don't go out my way to hurt people. I really don't. I don't go out my way to hurt people. I don't go out my way to make people feel bad. That's just not in me. I want everybody to win. And my goal is for everybody to win. But I'm smart enough to know that you cannot, absolutely no way, in no way, you cannot tell a person how long they should be upset, how long they should grieve, when they should be over an issue. You can't do that, especially when you are the offender, when you are the one that put them in that place. You can't tell them when it's enough. And people be killing me, man. Listen, they be killing me. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. If you've ever offended me in any kind of way, and if I ever come back at you or act out or do something you don't like, your best bet is to keep on moving. Keep on walking, because you don't want to have that conversation with me. You don't want to know what's really on my mind. You really don't. And then you don't want to get me worked up. You just really don't, because I'm trying so hard to be Christian-like, to be Christ-like, But one thing about me, I don't bite my tongue for anything, unless I have to. But just trust and believe. Don't give me an opening to come back out here. Don't give me an opening, because I'm going to take it. I promise you. I don't do it. I don't try to be vindictive, but I will do it when the time permits, okay? Because I will never forget what you've done to me, and I know I'm supposed to forget, but I'm just telling you that I'm going to have to cross that bridge when I get to it. I got a lot of explaining to do to you know who, because he's going to want to know why I had such a hard time letting certain things go. And I know that if I have a hard time letting certain things go, other people have a hard time letting other things go. So my thing is, why, oh why, do you think that you are eligible, you are authorized to tell somebody when they should be over something? You're not. And I'm going to tell you something. It makes me, it kind of ruffled my feathers when somebody does it to me. Because I really be wanting to go in on you, because you don't get to tell me how to feel. Okay? And that's what anybody else. We don't get to tell people how to feel when they have been wronged, or when somebody have offended them, or they feel somebody offended them. If I say you offended me, doggone it, you offended me. I don't care how you think or what you think. If I tell you you offended me, you offended me. And you don't get to put a time limit on how long I'm going to be offended. What I do, me not being able to forgive right then, and me not being able to walk away, that's going to be between me and God. Okay? I got to answer for that. I have to answer for that. You don't have to answer for that. Yeah, I'm in that car. My car be tripping. But you don't have to answer for that. But I do. I have to answer for that. So we have to remember that we don't get to tell people when to get over stuff. And that thing just bothered me, because somebody, tried that with me, and then I heard somebody else talking about somebody else. Oh, they should be over it by now. Who are you to say that? Who are you to say that? Just because you are evil, just because you are used to letting people walk all over you, and so you feel like you're going to bully someone else, because that's what it is. Somebody done bullied you, and you let them by with it, so you feel like you just going to bully somebody else and say when that person should be over it. See, sometimes what happens is people like me, we don't be over it. We just never, we don't forget you did it, okay? We forgive you, we keep moving on, but we feed you with a long-handled spoon, and then we're definitely not going to trust you or anything that looks like you, and then we don't want to hear nothing from you or anything that looks like you. You can't advise us on anything, you or anything that looks like you. So things have certainly changed, and no, you do not get to tell us that we need to get over it, because we're basically not going going to get over it, okay? We're not. I don't know why my car keep turning this thing off, but listen, y'all can hear me. Let me see what let me see about my light. Let me turn this light on. Okay. Yeah, I got a fresh battery. Ain't no reason why, things ain't on the up and up. So what I'm saying is we have to stop trying to dictate people's lives. We have to stop that. We have to stop trying to tell people where they should be, at what point they should be. And if we start treating people better, if we just start treating people the way we want to be treated, and I know that some people feel like that's a cliche, but it's not. Treat people the way you want to be treated, and then you won't have to worry about nobody trying to get back at you. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about whether somebody's upset or whether somebody's holding something. And y'all know I'm really transparent, so it's like something must have happened for me to come up with this topic. And something did happen. Something certainly happened. Somebody gonna tell me that something's in the past, and don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that. Don't tell me something's in the past. Don't tell me I should be over it, because I'll get over it when I doggone get over it. How about that? I'll move on when I feel like moving on. And if I want to move on and come back to it, I'll move on and come back to it, move on again and come back to it again, because you are not going to tell me what to do or how to feel or how long my process is going to be. This is my process. If you didn't want me to have this process, you shouldn't have been messing with me. That's what you shouldn't have been. You shouldn't have been messing with me if you didn't want me to have this process. You didn't want me to go through this process. You should have treated me a little bit better. Don't play with me. You don't want this. This is not what you want. I'm just saying. And if I feel this way, other people feel that way. Stop messing with people. Stop mistreating people. Stop being maltreatment towards people and think they're supposed to just forgive you and give you what you want when you want it. That is not how life is. You cannot mistreat folks and think that they're going to treat you kindly. Everybody's not going to do it. Everybody's not going to turn the other cheek. You know what? That right there, that turn the other cheek thing, I've always had a tough time with that scripture there, turning the other cheek. And God knows. See, I already know what I got to stand in front of God about. I'm going to be at the pearly gates for a minute, because I got a lot of things to answer. And that's okay. I'm going to answer it. I don't need nobody to tell me here on earth what I need to do, because I know what I need to do. And I'm going to suffer the consequences when I suffer the consequences. Because while I'm down here, I refuse to let anybody bully me. I refuse to let anybody tell me how I should just ignore ill treatment, maltreatment. I'm not going to do it. You're not going to treat me any kind of way and think I'm a smiling grin in your face. That is not me. I wasn't raised like that, and I would never persuade anybody else. It's coming, y'all. The lights are coming back on. I don't know why my car got a timer. I just got this fresh battery and everything. It's tripping, but anyway, I'm not going to allow anybody to tell me how I'm supposed to handle situations. I'm just not, especially not at my age. I am stubborn. I set in my ways. I love the mess out of people. I really do. I love great relationships. But when you are messy, I don't want that mess around me. When you are not trustworthy, I don't want that around me. If I ask you a question and you are evasive, I don't want to be around you, because if I come to you as a woman and ask you a question, I expect a decent answer. I don't expect you to overshadow my question or ignore my question. I want the answer to what I asked you. If I can't get that, I don't want to be around you, because that is the type of person I am. And if that means I got to do without something, then I would do without it. So I'm quite abreast of what I want in life. I'm quite abreast of how I want to be treated and how I'm going to treat others. So I don't need nobody telling me how long my process need to be, when I need to get over something. You can get to tell me when I need to get over something. I get over it when I get over it. And then you can either deal with it or you can kick rocks. That's what you can do. Deal with it or kick rocks. I tell y'all, I'm different. I am different. I do not let anything hold me back. I don't let nothing worry me. Here it come, here it come, here it come, y'all. Here it come, here it come. I don't let nothing worry me. I don't do any of that. Because I know that eventually it will pass. I know that all things work for the good, for my good. Okay? So I don't get stressed. I really don't. If I can't listen to my talk. I remember when people used to call me about them bills, I used to tell them, listen here, hey, I can't pay you today, and then I need to call you tomorrow because I can't pay you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So don't keep calling me. Don't keep calling me because it ain't going to make a bit of difference. You're not going to stress me into paying no bills. I'm not going to go out here and walk these streets to try to pay you no bill. I'm not getting ready to do that. I'm not going to do that. So they don't need to keep calling me. When I get it, I give it to you. And that's just how I am. I'm not stressing over nothing because what happens is we're all going to die one day. We're all going to lay one way or another, whether we lay 6 feet under or whether we lay to get cremated. We're all going to lay. Okay? And so why make it early? I don't want to make it early. I don't want to stress myself into an early grave. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And I'm not going to rush my process. My process is between me and God. I know what I'm supposed to do, but if my feelings won't let me, it's a process for me. It's a process. I don't need anybody telling me how to handle my process. What you need to do is get away from me. Don't come in here talking about you need to talk to me. Don't talk to me about my process. Don't talk to me about my business. Don't talk to me about anything that don't have anything to do with you. And if I didn't talk to you in the beginning, what in the world make you think I want to talk to you after something done happened or something done transpired? No, we don't talk. So you can play with me if you want to and try to hold a conversation about something that don't have anything to do with you or about something that you know that is actually karma. You reap what you sow. You came from me, and then when something comes back at you, you want to talk to me. I'm telling you, don't do it. It's not going to work out the way you want to work out. It's not going to work out that way. Because I'm going to make you feel like a fool. Because I'm going to call you out. I'm going to call you out on it. And I, my thing is y'all handle the things y'all want to handle the way you want to handle it. I don't recommend anything. But I'm a type of person, I like to be left alone. I like to go through my process by myself. I don't like people bothering me. I don't like people rushing me. If you don't want to talk to me, fine. See, I'm the type of person, I don't search for family. I got a lot of family. And if you don't want to be bothered as my family, I don't mess with you. And my family members will tell you, they all on Facebook most of. I don't mess with you. I don't search for family. I don't. I am content. I am content. I really am. I love you with the love of Jesus, and I love you as your cousin or your sibling or whatever it is we are. But I am not getting ready to run down behind you. I will not chase family, friends, and God knows I ain't thinking about no foe. But I'm going to pray for you all. I'm going to pray for you all. I told you I'm a little bit different. My mother raised me. And I can say that, a lot of people, they can't say they were raised. I was raised. I mean, we had lessons. We had training. We had, you don't need friends. This is how I was raised. This is why I'm like I am. I go to school. I'm a little girl. I come home crying because people won't be my friend. I'm almost about ready to get a spanking. Because the first thing come out my mama's mouth is, oh, I'm not going to tolerate this. This weakness, no ma'am. You don't need any friends. My mother always taught me, I got her. Lord knows when he called my mama home, I don't know what I'm going to do now. But, I get it, how she taught me that. It might not be the way you would teach your child, but my mother taught me to be independent. My mother taught me to stand amongst giants and still be myself. And so we were raised. We used to have drills in our house. And if anybody know about County Park, KP, there was a little old box houses. That's where we lived. We had fire drills. We had drills if a burglar came in our house. My mother raised us. She prepared us for what to do. We all had an assignment. If a burglar came in our house, we all knew what our assignment is. Your assignment may have been to call the police. My assignment may have been to get to the nearest weapon that my mother had placed around the house and that only we knew about. See, we all had assignments. My mother raised us, okay? We were raised. We had tests. And so I don't know how other people was raised, but my mom raised me. And so when she raised me, she made sure that when I said something, I meant it. She made sure that, and I'm going to tell you how she made sure. Because we would go to the little McDonald's or the Burger King, and she said, do you want this? Do you want that? Do you want this? And we said, no, we don't want it. And then we try to change our mind. Guess what happens? We didn't get it because when she asked us, we didn't want it. So we have to stand on the decision that we made. My mama didn't play with us. And so that's what's in me now. If it's something that I don't want, I don't want it. And I'm not going to change my mind. If it's a way that I'm going to behave or it's a behavior that I'm not going to accept towards me, I'm not going to accept it. And I'm not going to change my mind. So you telling me that I need to get over something is going through one ear and out the other because you don't get to tell me how to feel. You don't get to tell me about my choices or my decisions. And you guys can feel whatever you want to feel about it. I could care less because I'm going to stand on my principles on this here. You don't get to tell me how long to do anything, how long to grieve, how long to be deterred about something that somebody has done for me, so how long to stay away from people that I feel are toxic. Don't get to tell me that. You just don't. That is my decision. Whatever makes me comfortable, whatever keeps me at peace. Okay? Let me tell you something. I can love somebody with all my heart, all my soul, all my mind. I can love them. But I tell you what, if my peace is disturbed, I don't want to be bothered with them. And I will still love them, tell them every day, talk to people and tell them, yeah, I love this person. But he can't disturb my peace. I can't be around him. He cannot disturb my peace. Okay? You don't get to offend people and then turn around and tell them when they should be over the offense that you put against them. You don't get to do that. And it just works my nerve. I'm telling you, that is one of my pet peeves, baby. For somebody to do something to me and then gonna tell me when I should be over it. I'm telling you, it's one of my pet peeves. You don't get to do people like that. Leave them alone. If you offend somebody, you know, and then you don't even apologize. You just want to pick up where you left off before the offense. No, you're supposed to apologize. If you're able to apologize, you're supposed to apologize to them. You know what I'm saying? Now, somebody like me, I probably don't believe you, probably don't want to hear it. I probably won't accept it, really. You know what I'm saying? But still, you could try. You could try to do it. You could try to apologize, even if I don't accept it. But you don't get to tell me how long I get to be upset. You don't get to tell me how long I grieve. I remember when my grandmother passed away, people were telling me, believe this or not, how long that I should be grieving. People were telling me that I should be over the fact that my grandmother has passed away. And I'm like, these people really trying to get me off of my box, out of my comfort zone. They really trying to get me to say some words out my mouth that I should not be saying. They are really trying to get cursed out. That's all I kept saying. They really want this. They want this. Because I couldn't believe that you trying to tell me that I should be over the fact that my grandmother is gone. As if you knew how close we were, or how our relationship was going, or what I'm missing. I never got the biscuits. I never got to learn how to cook her rolls correctly. I messed them things up because she didn't teach me right, because she said I wouldn't learn, I wouldn't pay attention, and then she gave me the recipe before she died, but she didn't have no measurements. So that means I was supposed to be in the kitchen learning. Y'all don't know what I went through trying to fix them rolls without her. Y'all don't know. And so don't tell me how long it should take me to get over my grandmother. I still think about her. She passed in 2017. I still have tears in my eyes. I still miss her. I still compare myself now to the things that she do. Like my grandma loved tuna fish and crackers. I love tuna fish. Tonight my cousin was like, you love that tuna fish? I said, I think I got it from grandma. My grandma loved ice cream. I love ice cream. Well, we just love to eat, but y'all see what I mean? So you can't tell me. I'm telling you, people was telling me how long that I should be grieving. I should be over this. Are you out of your mind? People have some nerve. I always said people just don't know what to say out of their mouths. Some people just don't know what to say out of their mouths. You do not have the right to tell somebody how long their process should be. What you should do is let them live out that process. Encourage them, but let them live out that process. Like I tell people, cry. It's okay. Get it out. Cry. Talk about it. Write it down. The harder you cry, the better your writings will be. That pain on that paper, baby, will make you a bestseller. Anybody want to write a book? Write a book about something that hurt you and cry while you writing that book. And you're going to have you a bestseller, I promise you. Because the more you hurt, the more you put on that paper and be transparent, the better the reading is going to be. So nobody gets to tell you how long it takes to get over something. You just encourage people. And I'm just saying, y'all, don't even try telling me. Don't even try telling me how long it should take me. I don't know. My car will never act like this. Maybe because I normally leave it running. But I don't know why it's acting like this today. But don't try to tell me how long to do anything. How long to do anything. Okay? Because I'm going to do what I want to do. When it comes to me. Now, I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to jump in your business. But don't come telling me about what I need to do for me. Okay? Because I'm old enough. I'm old enough. And people, and you know, when you think because you're older, you this, you that. Yeah, that's all fine and granny if I ask you. That's all good if I ask you for your opinion. But if we don't ask you for your opinion, 9 times out of 10, we want to handle it our way. Really. 9 times out of 10, we want to handle it our way. If we don't ask you for your opinion, 9 times out of 10, we want to handle it our way. We don't want to disrespect you. But let us ask you first. Let us ask you first. I can't stand it. I can't stand it when somebody know that I feel a certain way about something and they come and tell me what I should be doing or what I need to be doing or what I should be feeling or what I shouldn't be feeling and where I need to go and I need to get this. And listen here. Listen here. My mama raised me, I told you. My mama raised me. And she didn't raise me to let people walk all over me. You don't get to pee in my face and tell me it's raining. You don't get to do that. You don't. You don't get to treat me any kind of way and I'm going to be back in your face smiling and grinning the next day. You don't get to do it. You don't. You can call me what you want to call me. I don't care. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Let me get over it at my rate. Let me get over it. Let me go through my process of getting over it, forgiving you. Let me do that. And if you offend somebody, don't rush them into getting over it because you don't know how long it's going to take. So to keep from being at that point, treat everybody with kindness. Be respectful. If it's something you don't like, you can say it without disrespecting them. Because I can guarantee, once you cross that line with somebody where you're disrespectful, deep in the back of their mind, they're going to remember it every time. Every time. and it's not going to be right. Listen, I want to thank you so much for listening to Real Talk Loud with wArnette Love. And I just hope I reach somebody. And I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. Everybody, everything, every situation has a process. Let people go through their process, no matter what it is, whether they've been hurt, whether they've lost a loved one. Let them go through their process without being rushed. Okay? Remember, God loves you. I love you. Make sure you love yourself. And you can go on and properly love someone else. Until we shall meet again, may you be continuously blessed. And if I don't talk to you before Christmas, Merry Christmas. I think I'm supposed to have another show, though. But listen, don't forget the reason for the season. I will talk to you real soon.